Right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth, and the sincere peace, blessings, and salutations to you, Akim, across the four corners of the earth, pushing this knowledge and truth and this sincerity. To Brother Barzal from the GMS Arizona Camp, Lord will, with another quick lesson to edify you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites of the Bible. And I was watching this video, you see at the top of the screen, by the elder brother out in South Carolina, Manata Zakba. And it's entitled, "And Many False Prophets Shall Rise and Deceive Many." And, I'm watching that video, and I watched a handful of other videos, from Brother Yashalam from the Man Camp, GMS Watchman, and the elder Yashawamba from the GMS Dallas Camp. They all did videos going into this topic, amongst other brothers, and so, as brothers say, this is the flavor of the week, and, I share the sentiment of the elder brother Manata Zakba, and saying, when he said that, this shit get you hot, it really gets you upset to a degree when you see men speaking out against such an important prophecy, or very lightheartedly going into the topic and tiptoeing around, getting to the point of identifying exactly what the charagma is. What is the MOTB? Because that's what the whole controversy is with the video that Priest Danya Allah put up, and the video that brothers keep posting from Captain Tazariak with his bullshit breakdown. But with the video, there was a movie that they put out. All right, here, Charagma, that, a short film or what have you that they put out, and it's a production from the Priest Danya Allah. And, when they was doing the premiere, he, had a projector screen up and, going into the topic of the MOTB, and, basically said that the chip was just a part of it. Not identifying that is, in fact, the MOTB. And what it comes down to is, where I want to go with my video, is the fact that at the end of the day, and Elder Apostle Tahar went into it, if people want to watch these other groups take heed to the breakdowns, don't want to, receive the truth of the matter, which is that the chip is the MOTB, then all they're doing is basically stamping themselves as the non-elect. If they can't receive the breakdown that the men here at Great Millstone have explained and have taught through our elders and apostles on down, of what this prophecy is that was given by John the Revelator in the book of Revelations, the 13th chapter, if they don't want to receive the breakdown that we've given, knowing that we've given them the full truth, then so be it. Because what they're doing is they basically are marking themselves as the non-elect. And there is nothing that we can do to convince someone who's not of the elect. The non-elect will not be able to receive this truth. They will not be able to receive the truth of the matter. They're going to go after the Danya Allahs and the Captain Tazariaks and the IUICs, the Bishop Nathaniels. And there is no way to convince someone that's of the non-elect. They're not meant to get it. This is Romans 11:7. It says, "What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded." Who are the rest? Those are the ones that are not of the chosen. Those are the non-elect, the ones that were blinded, that is. Those are the Israelites that are going to turn the other cheek when you tell them that the chip is the MOTB. They're going to agree with a doctrine that is contrary to what we teach. They're going to be skeptical. All right? It's going to make sense to them that maybe it could be sin. Maybe it could be the image of Cesare Borgia, or so-called Jesus, that white image. Maybe it could be that. See, it's going to make more sense for them in their mind. Why? Because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has blinded them. And there is no combination of words that can be put together that can open up their eyes. For those that the Lord has blinded, for those that are of the non-elect, the 2/3, there's no combination of words you can piece together to make the prophecy of the truth, which is that the chip is the MOTB, to make that make sense to them. And that's the beauty of this whole thing. It's frustrating when you're living it out and you see there's men that have people that have platforms, we'll say, that teach lies, that teach false doctrine. But everybody is playing their part in prophecy, because the scriptures tell us that many are going to be deceived, like the brother had brought out in his title. So this is Matthew 24:11. It says, and many false prophets shall arise and deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, man. So the point was in verse 11. It says, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. The ones that are going to be deceived are the ones that the Lord has blinded. Everything that is happening is according to the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. His will is still being fulfilled. It's just a frustrating process as it all unfolds when the truth is right before their very eyes, but is a certain number of people that just won't get it. They'll go to Captain Tazariak with that bullshit that he was spewing, and that shit makes sense to them. And you sitting back like, how the fuck can some people be so dumb? See, that's the frustrating part when you're watching this shit take place. But there's comfort in the scriptures, knowing that the only the election is going to obtain this truth. Only the election is going to be able to receive the truth of the matter of what the MOTB is, of the full understanding of the truth of the scriptures as a whole. That's only for the elect. See? And there's more of the 2/3 than there are the elect, the 1/3. So it's going to be more Israelites that won't get it than that will. And so we're seeing this prophecy play out. It says, and many false prophets shall rise and deceive many. How are the people going to be deceived? Because they're going to believe what the false prophets are saying, the things that they are teaching. See? But the elect are going to obtain the truth, as we read in Romans 11, verse 7. See? So we're living out prophecy. Our people, many of them are not going to endure sound doctrine. What we're teaching, it makes sense. We're seeing a digital age arise before our very eyes. We're seeing that, it's a whole digital technological age that is before us. And the MOTB fits right along with it. We're seeing that Amazon has put in the Whole Foods stores all over the nation the hand scanning technology, man. And these niggas is still talking about, yeah, man, we got the mark because we believe in Yahweh Shai in our head. And then, you know what I'm saying? Your hand symbolizes when you put it to action, brother. Like, this shit. These niggas is going to the store as we speak into the Amazon Whole Food stores, and you can pay with your motherfucking palm. And I listen, man? Am I making that shit up? Look it up on the internet. Type in Whole Foods, pay with your palm. It's called gradualism. It's gonna go from that to them putting something in you as the median of payment, or the medium of payment. It's not gonna be your palm and your palm print and your fingerprint and all this shit. It's going to be that chip. Because that's why the prophecy in Revelations, the 13th chapter, specifically goes into buying and selling. And that's the part of the prophecy that none of these dudes ever want to address. But with all that being said, there's going to be a number of Israelites that's still going to believe the bullshit that they're spewing out of their mouth, even though we can see that what we're saying makes all the sense in the world. And that's because the Lord has blinded them. He don't want them to see it because he's planning to destroy these people. 2 Timothy 4:3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables. Let's get that word fables. Our people are going to turn their ears away from the truth, which is what we're teaching here at Great Millstone, going into the prophecy of the MOTB. And then they're going to be turned into fables. What are the fables? Mythos. Myth.
Strong's G 3454. Muthos.
All right. It says a speech, word, saying, a narrative. They're gonna believe a certain narrative that's not of the truth. A fiction. Something that's fake. That's false. You see? That's what the people are gonna believe. And it's frustrating to watch. That shit is frustrating to watch. But we got to understand that this truth isn't for everybody. It says an invention, a falsehood. Are we not seeing this play out? That's why Captain Tazariak has an audience. That's why ISUPK has members. You know what I'm saying? That's why IUIC has members. Because people actually believe the bullshit that they say. Hey, it's all a part of the prophecy. It's all a part of prophecy and the will of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. You know, there ain't nothing that we can do about it. What is it? Let's get this last one. I believe it's in John 12:40 or 14:40. John 12:40. It says, "He hath blinded their eyes and hardened their heart, that they should not see with their eyes, nor understand with their heart, and be converted, and I shall heal them." So the Lord got people that he blinded their eyes, he hardened their hearts, and they're not going to be able to see this thing for what it is. You see, all the way until the end, just so the Lord can destroy them. There was Israelites, truth be told, that are just extras in this movie, man, that were born in vain, that were just brought on this planet just to be able to fulfill the prophecy of 2/3 of the Israelites being destroyed. And you've seen it as these congregations of these false prophets fill up, whether they in a Christian church, whether they in Islam, whether they in that Hotep black conscious community, or whether they following after these false Israelite teachers. Their congregations are filling up so that the Lord can fulfill the prophecy of destroying 2/3 of Israel. And that's something we got to remind ourselves of when we see these men coming out spewing madness or not taking a real stance on what the MOTB is. You know, the Lord is doing his work. And at some point, judgment is going to come down on these people for not following after the truth. for not following after the voice of the Lord, which is the prophets, the Lord speaking through his prophets that he set up, his true teachers that will feed you with knowledge and understanding that can save your soul. So with that, something I was meditating, knowing, Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace to the hopeful elect out there. Shalom.